Hey, it's me, Vicky Marie. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in this crazy world we're living in. So, in this video, I'm just going to look at the birthday book, supposed birthday book of this man, the ghost of Christmas past, the man who people just can't shake off, who's been dead for some time now. Supposedly took his own life, didn't he, in prison? Jeffrey Epstein. Really been quite a few years that he's not been with us, but he's haunting everyone in his birthday book. None more so, of course, than Randy Andy, the man who doesn't sweat. He's just had to say that he's not going to use his titles. He has not been stripped of his titles. He's just said he's not going to use them anymore. Obviously under pressure from the royal family, but I don't think it's gone far enough. I don't think it will end here. I think there's a lot more to come. And of course, for this man, the man who said he didn't sweat, this is the picture that damned him from all those years ago, with poor Virginia, who also is not with us. I mean, there's quite a trail of bodies in this situation. She's no longer with us. She was only 41 when she took her own life earlier this year. This was her when she was young, when she was trafficked, just a young girl, 17 years old, trafficked by Epstein, given to rich, powerful men, such as Andy, but also other men who, at least Andy, I suppose, one thing we can say about him, she hasn't said that he was, violent towards her, etc. He apparently said thank you afterwards. She was also given to men, trafficked to men, the notorious Prime Minister, who's said to be the Israeli ex-Prime Minister, but whether he was or not, we don't know. It's not been confirmed. But I think we can surmise that she didn't have a very nice time at the hands of all these people. So that's where we are. So this birthday book. So, I'm looking more closely at the Epstein files now because I didn't even really know what were the Epstein files. We all know about Andrew. He's a bit the scapegoat, isn't he? All the focus is on him. There's rumours swirling around Trump about Bill Clinton, about various other people, but none of those have been confirmed like Andy was with that photo of him with Virginia. So the others, it's a little bit of a, how true is it? What is it? Only 1% apparently of the Epstein files has been released. Where's the rest of it? When are they going to release it? Why don't they just get it over with? And if Donald Trump's got nothing to hide, why doesn't he just say, release them, get it over with? Why doesn't he say that if he's got nothing to hide? Of course, he probably has got something to hide, and you makes you wonder about Melania, doesn't it? Where did she come from? Where was she trafficked? Just don't know. So, of course, then we've got, the Fergusons, Andy's ex-wife, though still lives with him, and his two daughters. How complicit are they in everything? Because Sarah, it turns out, she wrote all these emails to Epstein. He was bankrolling her apparently for years. Seems like Eugenie and her sister, they knew about it all too. So that family has had it, really. Even the princesses, Beatrice and Eugenie, I think they showed that they are complicit in the fact that they had knowledge, and it's close family. Their family is a close family. So, it's the end for Andy. We'll see how it affects Charlie Boy as time goes on. He's not exactly, famous for his discretion or his, what's the word I'm looking for his intelligence with the people he used to hang around with. So, we've got a royal family now mired in controversy, which probably Prince William, as one thing we can be certain of, he probably didn't know anything about this. at the time, but he's certainly known about it for quite a long time now. Why is it only taking now? It makes you wonder what's about to come out. What's different now from 5-6 years ago when Andy did that terrible interview with Mateless, where he said he did not sweat, and then clearly he did. When he told quite a lot of lies. Why was nothing done then? Why is it suddenly now? It makes you wonder what's coming out. What's coming out? What's this great distancing, that hasn't been done before? Anyway, so I've got quite a few. I've done a couple of videos now about this. I just want to talk about that birthday book. So I'm going to do small, sort of short interviews, little bits of information. Today's interview is about the birthday book and the significance of the birthday book, and what does it mean for Donald Trump particularly, and Bill Clinton. So what's in the book of birthday messages to Epstein? There he is, as I say, ghost of Christmas past. He just won't go away, this man. He's influencing everything, even though he's been deceased quite a long time. His reach is long, isn't it, and deep. And, this is what I'm saying. Why don't they just release everything, get it over with, go through the storm, and then we don't have to look at this man's smug, horrible face anymore. Anyway, there he is standing in front of his private plane, the Lolita Express, where he abused girls on that plane, apparently. So a US congressional panel has released a redacted copy of an alleged birthday book given to Jeffrey Epstein in 2003, celebrating his 50th birthday. The book was released with a trove of documents that include the late convicted PDF financier's will and his personal address book, with contacts that include royalty, politicians across the globe, celebrities and models. And I think it's very important to remember this is not only Andy. Andy's getting all the stick for it at the moment, it feels like. But there's lots of others. Let's hear about them. The 238-page book contains messages and photos sent by many of his friends, including a letter carrying a signature resembling US President Donald Trump. He's saying it's not his signature. It's the most ridiculous thing. But anyway, we'll look, and you can make your comments, what you think. I know what I think. Epstein, who was a well-connected financier and convicted sex offender, was found dead by suicide in 2018 while awaiting a trial for sex trafficking. What was released and why now? The House Oversight Committee last month issued a legal summons for the executors of Epstein's estate to produce a number of documents, including a birthday book, which contains the notes supposedly from Trump. Lawyers for the estate sent documents to the committee afterwards. I want to know, where are the videos and the other photos? There'll be videos. 100%. This man was a blackmailer. That's what he did. He collected sort of famous people, politicians, royalty. Andrew was a bloody, that was brilliant for him to actually collect a member of the royal family and get them involved, wasn't it? And he did that, of course, through Ghislaine Maxwell, through her contact, her relationship with Andrew, friendship with Andrew. So on Monday, this would be last week sometime, I think, the committee released the alleged birthday book as well as Epstein's will, entries from his contact books containing addresses from 1990 to 2019, and a non-prosecution agreement signed by him. So what did he allegedly write? So apparently there was some sort of voiceover as well on it. And there must be more to life than having everything. And Donald said, yes, there is, but I won't tell you what it is. Jeffrey, nor will I, since I also know what it is. Donald, we have certain things in common, Jeffrey. Jeffrey, yes, we do, come to think of it. Donald, enigmas never age. Have you noticed that? Jeffrey, as a matter of fact, it was clear to me the last time I saw you. And then Donald said, a pal is a wonderful thing. Happy birthday. And may every day be another wonderful secret. Now, this is allegedly from Donald Trump. And this is his signature at the bottom that he is denying is his signature. So the BBC have very helpfully compared some signatures. This is the message that was in Epstein's birthday book, signed Donald, that he denies. This is a signature from a letter sent about a charity donation in 2000, signed Donald. This is from a letter released in New York court documents in 2022, signed Donald. And this last one is an executive order from 2025, signed Donald Trump. So I'll let you decide. Now, see, we've got the long tail on all of these three, but not on this last one because he goes into his surname. But yeah, tell me what you think. Anyway, I just think that if Donald had nothing to hide, he would command that these files were released, surely. And what, may every birthday be another wonderful secret. Anyway, the Trump himself has not commented, but the White House has denied he produced anything for the book, and he said the signature on the note did not match Trump's. And the White House said that he did not draw this picture and he did not sign it. Yeah, because also you've got this sort of woman's body, I think. And this signature at the bottom, I thought that was the pubic hair, but it's not. It's a signature. When I first looked at it, I thought, oh, God, what a strange picture. You can't sort of see it in its entirety there. I did think that's where it was, but it's not. It's Donald Trump's signature or somebody pretending. So who else was named? There were entries from 40 people divided into several categories such as friends, business, science, Brooklyn, although the names under family and girlfriends were redacted. And these people are not accused of any legal wrongdoing in connection with Epstein's case. The document contained a message which appears to have been written by former US President Bill Clinton. And the author wrote about Epstein's childlike curiosity and a drive to make a difference. And again, Clinton's office did not respond for a request for comment. So allegedly, Bill Clinton wrote, happy 50th. It's something, isn't it, to learn? Oh, God, I can't even read it. Leaving adventures. Are they translated that lower down? No. Oh, I can't read it. Happy 50th. It's something, isn't it? Is that amazing? Isn't it, to learn almost all the years of leaving, also knowing, and I can't find it. Anyway, he wrote a message, supposedly, allegedly, wrote a message to Jeffrey. Then, of course, the Prince of Darkness, as he was known back in the day, Lord Peter Mandelson, and this is what led to his dismissal as the UK ambassador. It says here he's currently, but he's been dismissed. He calls Epstein his best pal and includes several photographs. And alongside one picture of Lord Mandelson with two women whose faces are obscured, he writes about meeting Epstein's interesting friends. And he puts the interest in inverted commas. So an official spokesperson at the time for Lord Mandelson, at the time this came out, told the BBC he has long been clear that he very much regrets ever having been introduced to Epstein. I bet he does. Adding, this connection has been a matter of public record for some time. There's no letter from Prince Andrew, but an entry from an unidentified woman says that thanks to Epstein, she had met the Prince, Bill Clinton and Trump. And the woman goes on to say, why has she not been identified? She goes on to say she has seen the private quarters of Buckingham Palace and sat on the Queen of England's throne. Prince Andrew has previously denied any wrongdoing. So then there's all sorts of other content from occupants of the White House, women working as masseurs. An unidentified woman recalled how she was a 22-year-old restaurant hostess till she met Epstein, after which she travelled the world and met many notable people, including royals. Photos of Epstein through the years, from his private jet to a random Asian medicine shop. Oh my God, an Asian supermarket. Maybe that's where Erin Patterson bought her mushrooms. And him embracing women whose faces were redacted. Others sent him photos, some containing lewd scenes featuring wild animals from a safari, including zebras and lions. Lewd scenes? Begins with an introduction by Ghislaine, his co-conspirator and ex-girlfriend, who was convicted in 2021 of conspiring with Epstein to traffic girls for sex. She wrote that she hoped Epstein got as much pleasure looking through the book as she did putting it together. And it also includes a handwritten note from his mother, who recalled his childhood as an excellent student before praising his achievements as an adult, including his limousines and magazine features about him. So basically, this is where we are. Is more going to come out? I certainly hope so. I think there's a lot more to come out. I think it will come out. I don't know. It's being debated, isn't it, through the Senate, I think, at the moment, debating what to let out, what not to release. Just let it all out. Just release it all. The man's dead. Doesn't matter. And if it's got compromising information about other people, it should be known. It should be public knowledge. Now, another thing that I just wanted to show you, if I can find it, these things go missing. I find them and then they go missing. I mean, there's so much. So it's so horrible, isn't it? Just horrible. But anyway, so the thing we have to remember about Sarah Ferguson and the princesses, before we start feeling sorry for them, they visited Epstein after he came out of prison the first time as well. So they were complicit too, because he was bankrolling Sarah. Sarah needs money. She's all about the money. And, she's all about the money and she loves a bit of attention. Now, yeah, here it is. Look at this. Look at this photo. So she took her daughters to one of Diddy's parties. That's only got one of her daughters on it. And to be fair, she looks absolutely terrified. Oh my God, that man touching you, could you imagine it? He's so repulsive. He really is. Sorry, he's just a repulsive man, a horrible man, in my opinion. And I've got to say, is that one of the princesses? I'm not sure. That's Sarah, but there is a photo of... I found it earlier, and of course I won't be able to find it now. There was a photo of Sarah Ferguson, Diddy, and the princesses. Oh, it's only one of her daughters that she took. Yeah, it's Princess Eugenie. She looks terrified. Look, Sarah's having a great time. She looks thrilled. Sorry, let me share that. So this was a P. Diddy white party hosted on a yacht in Saint-Tropez in 2006. And that same year, Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein, all the Steins, Ghislaine Maxwell attended the 18th birthday celebration for Prince Andrew's older daughter, Princess Beatrice. And at that time, Epstein already had a warrant out for him on child prostitution charges. Yeah, I do think that Eugenie on there, she looks absolutely terrified. I mean, God, has he got is he actually touching her? I couldn't have that man touching me, disgusting. She must have been thinking, what the hell? Oh, this was the party that they attended. Look at him, he's got these medals again. The Gaddafi type medals. This is what all the royal family, they come out in medals, don't they? Gaddafi, the Idi Amin. That's that. Look. Oh yeah, officer and a gentleman. I don't think so. And Ghislaine looks ridiculous. I mean, the thing about Ghislaine is, I do think Ghislaine is just absolutely in love, or was in love with Jeffrey. I noticed that when she does these interviews that we're going to look at, when she's done these interviews recently, she does refer to him as Epstein a lot of the time, but I'm sure she called him Jeffrey at the time. So there you go. That's what's going on. That's the reality. There's so much more to come out. I'll see you really soon in the next video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and press notifications so you get the, because I'm going to look at this quite a lot. So, is this man involved? How involved was he? This man? As I say, we're getting all the stick. Prince Andrew is getting all the stick for he doesn't sweat though. He definitely doesn't sweat. Someone must have thrown a drink over him. But also we have to remember this is Virginia then. Just a young girl, 17 years old, and what she had to go through. So anyway, justice for her and for all the other girls. I'll see you really soon in the next video. And until then, may your God go with you. Bye.